Yo, what up? It's Ghost. Today I'm going to show you how you can make some money. Okay, so this video is going to be centered around the forestry logging job. So the first thing you're going to need is a vehicle. If you don't have enough money to purchase a truck and a CDL license, you can grab a cheap used vehicle from here. I covered that in my last video. You just come into here in the store. I bought this truck. You don't have to. You can buy any of the cheaper vehicles. Okay, so we're at the town hall. You're gonna come into here. Again, you need money to do this, and depending on how much money you have, it might not be worth getting a truck license right away. You might want to start with just a smaller vehicle. We're gonna pull out 9 grand. I believe the license costs 10. Yeah, so it's 10 grand for the CDL, and it's gonna be another 50 grand to get those big trucks. Okay, so now we're gonna go down to the truck dealership and buy a big truck that holds a lot of logs. Okay, so quickly before we go and get our truck, we're going to stop at the mall and grab a backpack because that's crucial for this job. Okay, we're here at the mall. You're gonna go to the top floor and come to the lifestyle store. Head over here. Grab this big backpack. Okay. Oh, we already have a backpack on. And we do have another one in here. So we'll use that one, but this is the backpack you want to buy. It's, again, 2.5 grand. Okay, once you've got your backpack and your CDL license, you're going to come over to the top left corner of the map to the town of Banks, and you're going to visit the truck dealer. And the truck dealer is marked on the map from super far away, so you can see it. And then you're going to talk to this guy here. He's in this little compound. For some reason right now, I can't spawn the trucks. I'm not sure why. I've tried closing this. Still doesn't work. So right now, we're going to go with a van. And we will test out how much the vans hold. So once you have your vehicle, you're going to head on over to the Forest Center. And you're going to come down this road here. It's not too far from where we are now. We're here. And you're going to go right here. Okay. Once we're at the Forest Center, you're going to come to any one of these log piles here and back up into it with your vehicle. You're going to come to this log pile. What you want to do now is just keep gathering the logs and let the logs just pile up on the ground. You're going to pick one up and drop one every time you do this. And I'll get into why you do this way in a second. That's sort of like the apples. It's a particular way you have to do it. There is a bit of a cooldown. I like to kind of wait in between the cooldowns and just keep gathering logs, because the next process is kind of easier to do all at once. From here to this point, you see the logs are on the ground. If we put one in our hands like this, you notice we cannot access the trunk. Alright, we can't open it. Put it back down. You're going to drag these into your inventory, like this. You're going to open the trunk, and from there we can just drop them straight into the vehicle. On controller, it's the same thing. You're going to open your I guess, your proximity inventory by hitting right on the D-pad. You'll select the vicinity. You're going to select the log, go over to your backpack, and then place it in there. Same thing again, select the log, go into your backpack. Oh shit, bandages are in there. Make sure you don't have anything in your backpack. And again, you're just pressing A or X on PS4, PS5, sorry, to place it in your inventory. Again, open trunk, go down, and from here, you're just going to drop. So square or X to drop. Okay, one more quick tip. This job is actually easier when you're naked because I don't have a bunch of clothing I need to navigate around to drag and drop this out of my inventory. So it's much easier just to put it in the only article of clothing that I have rather than to try to scroll down to find the backpack. It looks a little goofy, but it's definitely faster this way. Okay, so there is actually 3 by 11 logs on this page, making 33 logs per page. In the truck, you can hold almost 8 pages, so it's probably around 250 logs you can hold in the big trucks. Not sure how much you can hold in this van. I've gotten a whole page here, and starting on the next one. I think that's all we'll do for now. So when you're satisfied with the amount of logs you've collected, you can take these logs to the um, lumber yard, and you're going to get them processed into planks, and I'll show you where that is now. Okay, so we're here at the lumber yard. It's just to the west of the city. And you're going to come down into the center of the compound over here to this building. Inside this building is where you're going to process the wood. This was not easy for me to find. You know, back the vehicle up in here. Sometimes with the big trucks, I don't think you can get in here. So that's the advantage of this van, I guess. Okay, we'll hop on out. Come over to the back. Same process, these need to go right into your backpack. Actually, I believe if we back up far enough. Let's try that. So if we come over here, I think we can drop these directly onto the ground, which will make this a lot faster. Okay. Now we're going to come over here and process the wood until we can't process wood anymore. We're going to take these back to our inventory. We can pick another 3 up and process those. And we're going to do this until we've processed all of the wood. Okay, once you process all the wood, you're going to have all these planks on the ground and kindling, which I don't know what to do with yet. Again, these have to be dragged and dropped in your inventory. It's kind of annoying. So you can't just pick these up off the ground. But the nice thing about the planks, they're a bit smaller, so they can go in articles of clothing. So you're able to hold quite a bit more, and this helps when you're going to sell them too, because you wouldn't want to sell one plank at a time. Just keep in mind how many you have in your inventory when you go to sell. That's going to be important. Okay, once you've got all your planks in the vehicle in your inventory, we're going to head to the next place. So if we look on our map, before center where we were, we're going to go now back that direction to the construction. Okay, once you arrive at the construction yard, you'll notice these 2 guys standing here. This one is for bricks, which we haven't got into. This is for planks. So right now I believe we have 25 on me. And again, it's best to do this in, I guess, slight pauses in between the selling. Sometimes if you sell too fast between your batches, I guess, it will not give you the money. So we have 9 here, and this should have been enough time. Go to sell. Oh, they've raised the price on the planks. They used to sell for 75. They now sell for 555. So they actually did take my advice of raising the planks. Very happy about that. It's actually going to be worth it now. So we'll sell the 9 here. Okay. So we sold, I believe, 35 planks. No, 34 planks, and we made around, yeah, $8,700. So that's pretty good. It does require a lot of effort going to multiple places, but we really didn't stick there and fill up the truck or the van, sorry. So that's a quick, easy, almost 10 grand there, and it barely, took us 15 minutes to do that. So I'd say this method now is way better than just farming poop. Um, so I might actually check this out in the game when the server's up and running. Okay, that's it, guys. Hope you found this video helpful. I'll be doing some more videos on the concrete maybe when I figure that out, and the bricks. So stay tuned.